Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating this pricing guides UI design in Figma. Alright, let's get started. We're going to start with a frame. I'm going to use the desktop frame. So I'm just going to click on F and then we're going to select one of these options. I'm going to use the desktop. Let's change the fill of this. Let's go over to fill and I'm going to change the color to F9, F9, F9. Next up is going to be a text. So I'm just going to click on T on my keyboard and I'm going to grab the heading for this section. The text that I'm going to use in this project is in the description box below. So I'm just going to click and then add my text. Let's change the font to Cormorant. We're going to change the size to 48. And we're going to change the line height to 56. We're going to leave let's just change the text to a slightly different color. Let me make it 323941. So that's the text color. I'm going to use 3239, not 30. 323941. We're just going to change it. It's just a very dark gray color. All right, let's just move it for now. We're still going to move it. So the resizing for my text is currently auto width. That's fine. I'm going to insert a rectangle and I'm just going to draw one, let's say right around here. Let's change the dimensions of this. The width is going to be 384 and the height is going to be 624. Next up, let's change the fill of this text to just pure white. You can either use the code or you could just, select the color. I'm going to change it to completely white and then let's go over to effects and we're going to add a drop shadow. We're not going to change any details about this drop shadow. We're going to leave it exactly as it is. Next up, let's insert another rectangle. So I'm just going to click on R and I'm just going to draw this one over the existing one. Let me scroll back up. Let's change the dimensions. The width is going to be 368 and the height is going to be 606. And I'm going to let me add a stroke first, and then the stroke color is going to be BCC 3CD. All right, that's what it is. You can see it right here. We're going to leave the width as it is. Every other thing is going to stay as it is, and then we're going to remove the fill, and then we'll have just the outline. Now we're going to move this rectangle. I'm trying to grab, and then I'm going to align it to the center. I have to zoom out to see, or I could just select both of them. And then I'm going to use Alt H and Alt V. So I'm going to align them horizontally and vertically. Or you could just use this option here. Come over to positions, select this one, and then select this one so you can align them properly. Next up, we're going to need another text box. So I'm just going to click on T and I'm going to insert a text. Before I do that, let me just copy my text so I can just quickly paste it in. So I'm going to select and copy. Copy for this particular pricing, this particular package, click and then paste. So this is essential package. Let's change some settings. So over at typography, we're going to leave the font as Cormorant, but what we are going to do is change the size to 24 and we're going to change the line height to 32. And I'm just going to move it a bit. Let's change the text color so we don't have to change it every time we want to create other text. So it's 323941. 323941. That's the color for our text. And I'm going to just move it a little bit up. We're going to come from top to bottom and then space everything out. I'm going to hold Alt and Shift to create another copy by keeping it aligned. Let's make the alignment of this text to center. It's still going to be cormorant, but we are going to change the size of this to 56. Line height is going to be 64. And the letter spacing is going to be -2 minus 0.25 px. If yours is showing in percentage, use px and then it's going to change back. So I'm going to grab my text for this. So this is the price for this particular package. And I'm going to paste. Now we have our price. Let's grab another copy of this text. I'm going to just bring it down here. This text, we're going to, let me change the alignment of the text to center because I don't want to move it to one side or the other while I'm formatting it. I'm going to change the text to align center. Go over to font. We are going to change the font to Laura. We're going to change the size to 16. And the line height is going to be, you know what, let's leave it at 32. I want it to be really spaced out. So I will have a lot of space in between each line. But for the letter spacing, we're going to make it 0.25. So we want to have a bit of space between each line and each individual letter. I'm going to grab my text. So I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to paste. I want this text to be bullet points, so I'm going to use hyphen and then space. So that will make it so that our text is going to be bullet points. And I'm going to select the text box. I'm going to change the resizing to auto height so that I can modify the dimensions. So for the width of our text, we are going to change it to 290. And I'm just going to move it here. Next up, we're going to need a button. So you know what, I'll just create a new one. I'll just click on text and I'm going to all caps. This is going to be select package. Let's change the font. Let's change the typography. The font is also going to be cormorant. So I'm going to change it to cormorant. Let's make the weight, let's make it medium. And I'm going to make the size 18. Line height is going to be 24. And I'm going to make the letter spacing 0.5. Now, we're going to make this text a frame. So I'm just going to select Shift A, and now we're going to have a frame. The pattern for the top and bottom and left and right is going to be 10 by 10 by default. If it's not, you can just change it. We're going to leave it as it is. Let's add a fill to this button. So add a fill, and the fill is going to be the same color we used for the rectangle on the outline, which is BCC3CD. And I'm going to select the text, and I'm going to change the color of the text to white. So just F 6 times. Now let's space out the items and then align it. Let's start from this one. I want this to be 55 from the top. So for me, it's currently 42. So I'm just going to keep moving it till it's 55 from the top of the filled in rectangle, not the one that is just the outline, the rectangle, like the rectangle behind. So it's currently 55, and then it's aligned to the middle. Now you notice that it's different from what is on the left and the right, even though it's aligned. Sometimes it happens. If you want it to be perfect, where they have different equal spacing, either increase the length of the text or reduce the width of the rectangle, but I'm just going to leave it like that. Then between this and this, we're going to make the spacing 10. So I'm just going to go over to spacing, make this 10, select this text and this one, we're going to make the spacing 30, and then we're going to bring our attention down to this button, align it to the center, and I'm going to just hold Alt so that I can see the spacing between what we have from what we currently have is currently 56 for me. I want it to be 55, just like we have on top. So I'm just going to check. Well, coincidentally, it just happens to be 56. So I'm going to reduce it so that it's 55 from the bottom. So the first item, we're going to have equal spacing from the top and bottom. Between this and this, it's going to be 10. Between this and this is going to be 30. And just to make sure we have everything aligned, I'm going to select everything and then Alt H. And you could see some of the things move. So that's how you do it. So, or you could also use this is the actual button here, align horizontal centers. The shortcut is Alt H. I tend to use them. Sometimes I get confused, and when I want to horizon vertically, I'll instead do Alt V, which will give you this. Well, that's what I just did. Anyway, that is how we've aligned everything perfectly. Now what we need to do is Ctrl G to group. Now, the beauty about things like this is that you can use them as components, or you can have a dedicated Figma file where we have designs like this. I tend to do both. Most of the time, I keep just one file with a lot of elements where I'll just design a lot of things: customer testimonials, services offered, categories, achievements, services, all the kind of different things. Just have a lot of designs. So anytime you want to add it to your design, you could add it. But having it in your component library is a good idea, or you could and if you want to save it as a component, it's simple Control Alt and K. And now you've created a component that you can reuse across your files. But I'm not going to do that. If that's what you want to do, you can. I'm going to undo that. But we are going to reuse it as it is and just create the other two cards for our pricing packages. Let me zoom out just a little bit. I'm going to hold Alt and Shift so I can create another copy while also keeping it aligned. I'm going to create a second copy, and I'm just going to change the content. So I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to come over here, paste. Okay, the alignment isn't set to center, that's why it keeps moving. I'll just move it back. Maybe I should have done that earlier, because now I have to manually realign it. Maybe I'll just do the same for this one. I'll just change the elements to center so that the text won't move every time I paste something in. Okay, I just wanted to check. Next up is the price. Let's go back. Copy the price. You can also change it, just type it in if that's what you want to do. I'm going to paste, and then I want to grab the content for this one, copy, and then paste. Let's move on to the next one. So I'm going to copy this title or the heading for the first pricing for this pricing package, and copy for the second one, paste, and then I'm going to copy for this one, select everything, and then I'm going to paste. Well, anyway, let me see, just to make sure they are aligned to the center. I just want to make sure, yeah, it's aligned to the center as well as the middle. You can bring this down. Let's see, let's use a spacing of 30. That looks fine. Well, yeah, that is it for the pricing packages design. You can try other designs, maybe adding corner radius, maybe increasing the corner radius to 20, 30, whatever it is. Maybe play around with the colors or try other designs. That's completely up to you. I always encourage you to treat all of these tutorials as blank templates when you're learning pretty much any skill, but even in UI UX design, just copying what someone else has done or doing something and then modifying what has already been created is a very good way to learn new things. So yeah, go ahead and try different things. Maybe post your own designs in the community tab. That will be absolutely fine, so we can all see what we're learning together. But that is it for this one. If you want to watch similar videos to this, you can either click on the video on screen right now, or if you are interested in creating much longer, much complicated UI UX design projects in Figma, there's a lot of it. I already have a few of them on my channel. You can check out the description box for the course playlist or the video playlist. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.